Let's start the fourth video in class 9 Civics chapter 4 Working of Institutions. Topic: Need for political institutions. Why do we need political institutions? Okay, what is the need for political institutions, children? Yeah. Coming to the need for political institutions, governing a country involves various activities like ensuring security to its citizens, providing facilities like education, welfare, health. Okay, now governing a country. Okay, and this topic, children, all the countries, all the democratic countries, okay, mainly concentrated on democratic countries, children. Okay, all the governments involves various activities, undertake various activities. Which are the main activities? It's the duty of the government to look after the security of the citizens and providing the basic facilities like education, welfare, health, etc. And we know government is collecting taxes. Okay, government collects taxes and spending on that collected tax amount, government spend on public expenditure. Okay, public expenditure like administration, defense expenditure and other development programs. Okay, government collects different types of taxes, we know, children. Okay, direct and indirect taxes we are paying to the government. Okay, and that tax amount government spends on public expenditure, okay, for the construction, for development purpose, for defense expenditure. And also government's another duties are coming, children, formulating and implementing policies. Government formulates and implements policies and resolves conflicts between two citizens, between a citizen and a state government, or between two state governments. Okay, government, that duty is also coming under government, resolving conflicts and to attend all these tasks. Okay, that means government is undertaking several tasks. So to attend all these tasks, several arrangements are made in all modern democracies, and all such arrangements are called institutions. Okay, so what is an institution? Institution, that means the government need to perform various activities in a country. Okay, and we know government is collecting taxes and spend on public expenditure, for defense expenditure, for other developmental purpose. Okay, and to perform or to attend all these activities, they need certain arrangements. Okay, arrangements or procedures they need to follow. Okay, those procedures and arrangements in a democracy, we can call it as institutions. Okay, now institutions at work. Okay, who were the main role in these institutions? Coming to the institutions at work, children, here comes the Prime Minister, the PM, the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Prime Minister and the Cabinet are institutions that take all important policy decisions. Okay, now institutions. One such institution is Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Okay, Prime Minister and the Cabinet take all important policy decision. Yeah. Then comes the civil servants, second group of people or second institution, we can call it as the civil servants, taking steps to implement the minister's decisions. Civil servants in India or civil servants in any country, okay, they implement the minister's decisions. And coming to the last institution, that is Supreme Court, for resolving the conflicts or disputes between citizen and the government, between two state governments. Okay, Yeah. So which are the institutions at work? We can see Prime Minister and the Cabinet, and comes the civil servants, and the third category, third institution is Supreme Court. Okay, yeah. Now, working with institutions is not easy. Okay, sometimes we cannot accept, okay, or we cannot accept the procedures followed by these institutions in democracy. Okay, time delay. Okay, that's a major drawback, children. Okay, it takes time for taking decisions. Okay, yeah. Institutions involve rules and regulations. They involve rules and regulations. To take one decision, they need meetings, committees. Okay, we saw an example for the reservation for backward classes, Mandal Commission, office memorandum. Okay, then government need to implement the report. Okay, it takes time, children, the time required for implementing one decision. Okay, yeah, meetings, committees, routines, and that may lead to delays and complications. And we may think that dealing with institutions, sometimes it can be frustrating. Okay, that means in democracy, children, in democracy, to take one decision, okay, cabinet can take one decision, can appoint a committee to study about the problem. Okay, then the commission will check the problem and submit its report. Okay, then the cabinet need to decide to implement the commission's report. So all these procedures, it takes time, children. Okay, so sometimes it can be frustrating dealing with or working with institutions, and sometimes we may feel that it's good in a monarchy. It's good in a monarchy. Decisions can be taken very fast. Okay, a single person is enough to take decisions. In democracy, a time delay may be there. Okay, different ministers that should be discussed in the parliament. Both the houses, it should be presented, voted. That particular bill needs the majority votes. Okay, then only that bill becomes a law. Okay, then government need to implement it. Okay, so sometimes we may feel that it's good a single person is taking a decision like in a monarchy. Okay, but that is not the spirit of democracy. You know, ours is a democratic country. Okay, ours is a democratic country. So, in a democracy, delays and complications will be there. Okay, actually they are useful. Okay, it provides an opportunity for wider set of people to be consulted in any decision. Okay, a group of people will discuss and the opposition party will criticize the bill, you know. Okay, so more people will be consulted. Okay, and they also make it equally difficult to rush through a bad decision. Okay, sometimes we may take decisions very fast. Okay, but later only we realize that, okay, there was a wrong decision. Okay, so it's good the time delay and the discussions involved in democracy. That is good. Okay, so those procedures, okay, those procedures in democracy, we will get more acceptable and more effective decisions. Okay, and that is why the governments, democratic governments, insist on institutions. Okay, so in democratic countries, all the democratic countries, they are following these institutions. All the institutions are following certain procedures. Okay, they have a set of procedures. Okay, and we know it takes time. Let's recall what we have discussed, children. In this fourth video, we just started with the need for political institutions. What is the need for political institutions? Okay, we need, or all the democratic countries need institutions, okay, because they perform various activities. Okay, which are the activities undertaken by governments? Coming to the activities, children, ensuring security of citizens, providing facilities like education, health, welfare, etc. And how government gets money? How government is providing these facilities? Government is collecting taxes. Okay, we are paying direct and indirect tax to the government. Okay, and government uses that revenue, that tax amount on public expenditure. Okay, spending for the people, for construction, development purpose, defense expenditure, administration. Government is using that amount. Okay, tax is the major source of revenue to the government. And formulating and implementing policies, government, institutions we need, resolving conflicts. Conflicts are disputes between citizens, between two state governments, between a state government and union government. We need institutions for resolving the disputes, and to attend all these activities, we need several arrangements or procedures in modern democracies, and such arrangements or procedures we can call it as institutions. Yeah, coming to the institutions at work, which are the main institutions at work? We have the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. First institution was the Prime Minister and the Cabinet that take all important policy decisions. Then the second group, we have the civil servants, a group of civil servants. Okay, permanent executives we have, and they implement the minister's decision. And the last group, for solving the disputes, we have Supreme Court. Supreme Court resolving the disputes between people and between two levels of government. And the last topic we saw, sometimes the working with institutions is not easy, okay, because of the time taken for each decision, okay, the time delay. Sometimes we may, because it involves rules and regulations, meetings, committees, then routines, okay, recommendations, it takes time. And dealing with institutions can be frustrating, and sometimes we may feel that it's better one person is taking decision, like in a monarchy. Fast decisions can be taken, quick decisions can be taken, okay, but that is not the spirit of democracy. In democratic countries, this time delay will be there, delays and complications will be there, okay, but that complication or delays actually gives an opportunity for a wider group of people to be consulted in any decision. That makes equally difficult to rush through a bad decision also. Okay, so we can conclude that all the democracies insist on institutions. Okay, so you may get a question, children. Two question chances are there. First question from this video is, why do we need political institutions? Okay, second question chance from this last line, children. Okay, why democratic governments insist on institutions? What is the purpose of institutions? We'll continue in the fifth video.